Head back now?
Yep.
All right, yeah. Bet it was fun installing this thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a time-lapse video how they put it in.
Yeah. They actually, so they worked on like rebuilding it kind of like every year. So right here is like an old section. That section we just walked on and like the section we're about to come on with those gray boards. That's our new section that's a little bit better.
Yeah,
Like,
less slippery. Because wood can be slippery if it gets wet. This is pretty good here. I'm impressed by that, actually.
yeah, but like these ones, like those wood boards, they're sturdy, but they do have like those cracks in them.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that get scared with those cracks and walk really slow on those sections.
Right. Well, you wouldn't want to drop your car keys down there or anything.
Yeah.
I have my backpack because I've got like zip-up compartments. So I got my car keys and my wallet and all that stuff in my backpack. So I can bend over or fall down or whatever, and I'm not going to lose my car keys.
They've had like kids bring their stuffed animals in here, and they'll drop them in the ice. One time I had a kid do that, but it was the last tour of the day, and I couldn't get back into the cave. So I said, I'm sorry, but I can't go get that for you.
Wow. There's a cave in Idaho to the west of here. I forgot the name, but it's where you climb down this vertical ladder, but it's in a tube, so you don't really get a chance to fall off the ladder.
Yeah.
But it's really tight. Wearing my backpack, I barely fit going down there. It's kind of cool, but that was kind of sketchy because you have to climb like straight down 50 feet. It's like, holy cow. Maintain your 3 points of contact, that's for sure.
Have you ever been to the man cave?
You mean not the one down the road here or the big one?
Yeah, the one just down the road.
Yeah, I did a couple years ago. I'm going to do that next.
Oh, yeah?
That one's nicer because, well, I don't know. It's a bigger cave. It's an easier cave.
Yeah. I've never actually been in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a lava tube. It's not an ice cave. It's flatter. You don't have to walk on a walkway. You walk on the floor. But they have a trail, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, but was
And they don't have any lights installed. You can either borrow their lanterns or you can bring your own flashlight.
yeah, that's what I've heard.
So it's a little more, wild, but not as pretty.
Like you're exploring like places.
Right. Well, any lava tube that's just one tube is not really exploring. If you go find one that's more like a maze, you go to lava beds in Northern California. They got one called the Catacombs. It's so big they'll give you a map if you're going to explore it because it's a big.
Lava tube with lava tubes connected.
Exactly. Kind of like you were talking about that bulge out there,
Yeah.
but this one, the bulges went.
Yeah. Going a little further than just.
Yeah. But obviously, it's not a place for beginners. A cave like that wouldn't be good for beginners because you wouldn't want to risk getting lost underground. You'd be amazed how many people don't understand GPS doesn't work underground. Your cell phone doesn't work underground.
I've had people come in here and they're like, oh, I have no service. I'm like, well, it's far underground, but okay.
Yeah. Well, I think sometimes in subways they'll put in like stations so it'll work in the tube. I don't know, but yeah, something like this, not so much. All right. As soon as we get out, I'll turn off my light. I gotta save my battery life. It takes forever to charge this thing up. To save money, I'm camping out every other night. So every other night I'm staying at a motel so I can charge up all my batteries. I take it this pipe is the electrical wiring.
Yeah.
What about this black one over here? Is that also?
So we have that black, like the very back, that area we were standing on.
No, I meant this black hose here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that black, oh my goodness, that platform that we were standing on, they used to use it to pump out the water right there.
Oh,
You don't have to chip the ice.
so that's a water hose. Okay.
Because you get ice on there, when it freezes.
Just a second, I want to check on it.
Here so it doesn't.
Okay. Just to make sure it's recording.
Yeah. That way we don't have to chip the ice off of it. We just pump the water off of it before
Cool.
it freezes on there.
What about the reverse? Have you ever thought if it's below freezing, you could like pump in water and make more ice that way?
I mean, we probably could, but we don't.
Yeah. That'd be fun if you got carried away and like filled it completely full of ice.
Yeah.
Oops. Because they have like at ski resorts those snow making machines.
Yeah.
That'd be fun if you installed one of those in there, filled it full of snow. If it was a fake cave, you know, at an amusement park, that'd be a good idea. So the name of this cave here is Shoshone Ice Cave, right?
Yeah.
Is part of a cave system. What's the name of the cave system?
I do not know.
Okay.
Jace.
Okay. Oops. My stupid thing's not focusing. There we go. So there's no trees here, it's all sagebrush. So is this considered desert or what kind of?
Yeah, we're in the desert.
Okay.
So right here is basically a collapsed section that collapsed more that way, kind of into a bowl. So the lava tube we just came out of and right here would be considered one lava tube if it hadn't collapsed.
Right.
So as we walk on this trail, bits and pieces will actually be hollow underneath us.
Oh yeah. What's weird, I forgot what cave it was. Mallier Cave, there's a spot where you step on the ground and it goes thud, thud, thud.
Oh, yeah.
And some people insist it must be a lower level below. Honestly, I'm not sure that. I think it might be just the shape of the cave is acting like a drum. But, well, I can't prove it either way. Unless you want to dig a hole down there and see. That's a very shallow cave though. So it's plausible there's a lot below it.
Yeah.
At lava bits, the lava flow like this is hundreds of feet deep. So there are caves that are like 200 feet below the ground there.
Yeah.
How often do you see rattlesnakes around here?
I haven't seen any yet this year.
Yet.
And my brother used to work here and he saw some.
Right.
It's not rare. It just kind of like depends.
Yeah, I saw by your picnic tables there's a sign to watch out for snakes. It doesn't explicitly say rattlesnakes though. So.
Yeah. In my opinion, I feel like rattlesnakes, like, they're not the safest thing to get bit by.
Right.
But I feel like they're one of the safest things to come across. Because they do have that rattler. So
Right.
they'll warn you that you're close
Yeah.
before you know you're close. Other snakes, they don't really have a way to warn you that they're
Good
close.
point. Yeah, yesterday I was climbing into a cave and there's only one way to climb in and out of the cave.
Yeah.
And right as I was climbing down, a rattler made that noise,
Yeah.
which was kind of scary because I was right there
Yeah.
and I couldn't see it because I'm back in a hole.
Yeah.
But the main thing is coming out of the cave, I had to go back the same way. So I'm like, okay, now he's already in a bad mood and I got to come back.
Yeah.
But luckily by the time I came back out, he was gone. He didn't even make the noise. So yeah, I would have liked to see him so I could take a picture, but oh well.
I know like a lot of people like are scared of rattlers, and I am too, but like I just feel like they're one of the safer snakes, so
Right.
know that it's there because any other snake, it's just all of a sudden there. That one at least will give you a warning and you kind of know to.
Well, what's weird is like on the internet, I tried looking up, okay, if I get bit by a rattlesnake, how fast do I have to get to a hospital? Can I like drive myself to the hospital or have to call 911 for a life flight or what? And there's not really any information about that stuff.
I know it's pretty dangerous though.
Yeah.
Alright, so right here's part of that collapse section we talked about earlier. It just kind of creates a bowl. It also created a little tiny cave. So what happened was like basically when it was a lava tube and it collapsed, this area basically kind of got left open, creating a cave. We call this our living room cave just because birds and things like that like to go in and out of this cave all the time.
Is that another dead end?
Yeah, it's just like a really small cave. Like you can't even like go in it very far.
Oh, wow. How did we get up so high? Like this one here, does this have a name too?
Yeah. So this one is called a
Raven Cave.
This cave is actually a lava tube. It's not a big cave though because it has collapsed right at the front of this lava tube. Right now we are standing on a natural bridge. There's a little hole underneath us that you can actually see through it, which connects both sides of this natural bridge.
Cool. Does that one go anywhere?
No, that one just basically is just like a hole in how the rocks are.
That's a joke I make a lot too. That's not a cave. That's just a hole. Everyone knows there's a big difference.
And if you kind of look at the cave we just came out of, look off to the back and to the right a little, you can kind of see a collapsed section going that way.
Is this all your guys' private property, or is it all? Is it like you said earlier that it was? They leased it from the government or whatever.
Yeah,
is
so
it
the
still?
state still owns it.
State
the
still
guy
owns
that
it.
runs the tours leases it from the state.
Oh, okay. So we can't just walk over there and go sightseeing,
Yeah, that's why we gotta stay on the trail.
especially when the guy who works here open carries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have time in this weather. I mean, what is it now? It's like 10 a.m. and it's already like 75 degrees.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I ain't going hiking anywhere.
Yeah, he open carries just in case if there is a rattlesnake or snake somewhere.
Wonder if a 22 would be enough to kill one of those.
Yeah.
Go for the 50 cal just to be safe. Yeah. Please don't lean on the railing. What you should do is install a little buzzer so somebody does touch it. It goes zzz at you. Sounds like a rattlesnake. That would be awesome.
I mean, you don't like to touch it. People like to touch it to know it, but you can't lean.
Right. Well, it'd be a good place to put your camera on. Like if you don't have a tripod, you could take
Yeah.
a picture.
But yeah, that's just basically saying you can't go past that point.
Right. Well, technically, it doesn't say you can't crawl under it, but
I mean, usually
yeah.
think someone would walk through the edge is pretty close to it.
So I hate it when they like put up tape around something and it says caution, but it doesn't say keep out.
Yeah.
It's like if they meant keep out, why doesn't it say keep out? That's probably all they had available at the store anyway.